welcome to the Mountain Music Show. We're delighted to have Mr. Oscar Poole with us today. Give us a piano recital.
And I want to express my appreciation to ETC3 and to Larry Davis and all the persons here for making this possible today. So let's play another song here. Let's play one everyone knows around this part of the country, In the Garden. meeting tradition, we sang, there is a fountain filled with blood. I'm going to play it in a major key, then change to a minor key. I'll just shorten it because of the time here. That's the major key of There Is a Fountain Filled with Blood. Let's put it in a minor key and make a classic out of it. If you listen, you can hear the tune in there.
More of the Mountain Music Show in just a moment. We're back with the Mountain Music Show.
Welcome back to our Mountain Music Show. I've got an opportunity here to talk with Oscar about his music career and his I've got a list of questions. I couldn't remember everything, Oscar, so I had to write it down.
I've got some notes myself.
Okay, there's a lot of things I want to ask you about your music.
Thank you.
When did you take your... By the way, I love to hear you play.
Well, thank you,
You
sir.
have a very special style that just a little different.
I appreciate that.
Okay. When did you take your first lesson?
Well, my mother started me. She taught me one song on the piano. Jesus, Lover of My Soul, a good old-fashioned Charles
yeah.
Wesley, a Methodist song. Upstairs in the old house, just simple, you know.
Uh-huh.
My first lesson, I was in the 4th grade. I went down to Miss Kicklatter's house in New Smyrna Beach, Florida, where I'm from. And the first song I played, I wish I could do it now, but Indians, Indians everywhere, la 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 la. And I came home so happy, I said I can play with both hands.
Oh, sure. Well, now, when did you do your first performance in public?
That was at a tent meeting, a revival. About 3 or 4 months later, and I got a paperback book, and I got the 2-line song, hymn, and drew lines. So I make sure I played this part down here with this part. I drew a line down and had lines all over the book. I picked a short one so I wouldn't be so long.
Oh, yeah, well, that's great. Now, I hear tell you was a musical professor one time. Is that right? Am I saying that right?
Well, I guess. Well, at age 18, I went to Tribeca Nazarene College in Nashville, Tennessee, where I met my lovely wife, Edna. I took piano lessons there, signed up for it, and I was playing some music there, and the department was not strong. And one day, the teacher said, I can't teach you. Would you like to be on the faculty?
Oh,
I ate that up. I just simply taught the beginning students. It sounds more sophisticated than it really was, but the truth is, at age 18, I was teaching piano students at a college, and I didn't know anything about college hardly. Here was a brand new guy from Florida up in Nashville, Tennessee.
Well, that was a big honor, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Now, who's some of your mentors? Who's some of the pianists you?
There are 3 in my life. Many folks may recognize Rudolph Atwood, Rudy Atwood, who the old-fashioned revival hour choir from Long Beach, California. They'd come on Sunday afternoon on ABC. We have heard the joyful sound. He'd be all over that piano. I would be so happy. And I copied one day his theme song, Heavenly Sunshine. And I might play it a little bit, and if I do, I'll tell about that.
Okay.
And then Dino. You've heard of Dino?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In fact, the inspiration for my first song there a while ago was To God Be the Glory,
yes,
which is my theme song.
Mm-hmm.
The inspiration there, and a lot of Dino was in there. And then Joe Paul Pass. Now, all the Church of God folks around here who know him from Cleveland, a giant man, who was there at Lee College and the North Cleveland Church of God I was pastor over here at Methodist Church in Chatsworth, Georgia, and took some. He transformed he added to Rudolph Atwood, and Dino was Joe Paul Pass. And would you believe I talked to him for the first time in 7 years just yesterday
Oh, you did?
in Baltimore? I finally found
him.
him.
That's great.
Billy Williams helped me find him. He's a local Church of God pastor.
Well, now, did you ever teach music in this area?
Yes, I did, along with my wife. We had 75 students in both Fannin and Gilmer counties. And so I've taught a lot of these kids around here. They're not kids anymore when they're 45 years of age.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Victor Borga?
Yes, Victor Borga. I didn't know I was copying him, but I kind of was. I have a little skit that I do.
Well, I saw a little bit of that in your play, and that's the reason I asked you.
I might do a little of that in
that'd
a
be
few
great.
moments. I take Alexander's Ragtime Band and play it many ways. Funeral March and classic number. And I better not tell all of this because I don't want to give it all away in case anybody asks me to come do it. I've done it here locally years ago when I first came as a pastor in this county, Gilmer County, back in '71, I think it was. But all over the country I've done this, New York and, well, Texas, here and there. I haven't done it so much lately, but I want to revive this as I go out and entertain groups. It's Alexander, I told you what it was. And it's a big, I don't fall off the piano, though.
Now, where's some of the big places you've played? You've played some pretty...
Well, yes, I have. The one I enjoyed the most was at the state GOP, Republican convention down here at Augusta had about 2,000 people there. But the most prestige place was out at San Diego for the national convention of the Republicans back in '96. And I played for two or three events there. And I, of course, am proud of that.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you do just about everything you do real aggressive, and we love to hear you play the piano. And I think we need to get some more music going here.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, sir. Thank you.
And if you can do some of that Victor Borga stuff for us, okay?
All right.
Okay, I'll get off here and then turn it over to you, okay?
Thank you. Well, I'm going to do some Victor Borg a little bit, but now Victor Borg got to do this, but I copied my idea from him. Alexander's Ragtime Band. Well, that was on purpose, that mistake. Well, that wasn't, but I make some mistakes on purpose. That's on purpose. Don't worry about it. And then, of course, a story about this. A young boy learns to play the piano, like I did years ago, off at college, comes home, and he's asked to play in church. Well, Lord have mercy. He's rocking a hard place. And on Sunday came, he played this. Well, then he's asked to play the recital, a classical number, something from Beethoven, Chopin, or something. And then, of course, he's asked to play a boogie-woogie.
More of the Mountain Music Show in just a moment. We're back with the Mountain Music Show.
Well, that's a make-believe brag. Gone from some common sense to something ridiculous here, from Boogie Woogie or Rudy Atwood to God be the glory. Let me give you Deep Purple here. That was then there's this edge on the ending there in the key of F, I think it is. Let's do Alley Cat. Head on a hot tin roof. Here's a little march. A march on the city. Little Jewish song in the same key. Havenu shalom aleichem. Havenu shalom aleichem. Havenu shalom aleichem. Havenu shalom, shalom, shalom aleichem. Havenu shalom aleichem. Havenu shalom aleichem. Havenu shalom, shalom, shalom aleichem. I've always wanted to fly. Why then? Why can't I? Sure enjoyed myself today, and I want to play I'll Fly Away now, because I think we all like that. And how about singing with me? Some glad morning when this life is o'er, I'll fly away in the morning to my home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. Some glad morning when this life is o'er, I'll fly away in the morning to my home on God's celestial shore.